All right, PTA, are you guys ready?
Okay, we're very low key today. It's been a busy day. Basically, for expenditures, we have bought the food for evening tomorrow night. We have paid for the medals. We're paying for the food for the judges today. We also paid to register for the spelling bee. That's coming up.
Yeah.
And then, there's a couple other little things. We also just had to put a third down of the cost for the carnival for the rides and games. So that was just over $8,000 we're just paying out. And that is our next big focus for the next month is the carnival, which will be March 1st in the back area of the school.
And we're looking for sponsors if anyone's interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have just the right time.
Can I volunteer my, it's for hours?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hours good, hours.
Yeah.
Well, who's, did you guys contact Interact yet?
I reached out to Take Stock already, and so Marlene was kind of helping me down at that end. And then word of mouth because we have so many kids on
Yeah, maybe get a hold of Bay.
Yeah.
And she's the college person.
So yeah, we're working on the layout. We're gonna look afterwards at the forms for the food vendors and whatnot, and the cost of the wristbands. We're gonna try to keep it as low as possible, but as we know, everything's gone up, so unfortunately, we're gonna have to raise the price a little bit on it.
Did you talk to Ophelia about the price of the fish?
Well, you told me when we were talking
Oh, yeah,
about the money for the food for school next tomorrow night.
$2.
We spent about $2.
Wow.
$4.99.
Well, I don't believe it has to say that stuff, because I haven't received much. It's just, everything's going up,
Yeah.
and it sucks. I don't know how else to say it, but,
Yeah, yours went up $400.
yeah, it went up a lot. Yes, but we are looking for sponsors for rides and whatnot. You can reach out to us, Anna and I here at school, or we also have our PTA email. Largo School PTA at gmail.com. And we will give you a form. That's pretty much all we have. We're all on carnival right now.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, right next to each other. Don't ask me how that happened, because last year I swore I would not let it happen again, and then it just happened. Yeah.
Well, career day is the day before, right?
Yeah. That's pretty, we took the prices, and so you guys just put it on, have it on the agenda. Is it gonna do? What? What do you
First. And you guys will play first, so I need to have this place done and try to get those Well, I got that.
Will do.
That's it. Well, I didn't know, so I just already got that, but we are there.
Good afternoon. All right, how are you? Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Come up fast. We put it on the Facebook, we had
I mean,
it.
if anybody really wants.
All right, if you're joining us, go ahead and say hello so we can add you. Thank you.
Did you guys get the text message I
I
sent
did,
out?
yes,
Okay.
love it. I mean, there's already been counted, so I do.
Good text.
I think those people are
And the green house, so the vendor.
What?
I remember.
Is there anything else from PTA?
No.
No? All
I
right.
just thought I was some carnival stuff real quick.
We're gonna go on pause for a couple of minutes and then we'll wait for some more parents to show up and then we'll start right before 6 o'clock.
obviously.
All right, we're gonna call to order SAC. I know it is 5:57, a couple minutes early. Can I have someone approve the agenda, please? Who's who? Oh, Elena. Ms. Dixon is a first. Do I have a second? Prince. Beautiful. Can I have someone approve the minutes from last month's meeting? There's one on each table and one up at the front.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. That was Ms. Rashine with a first and Ms. Dixon with a second.
Eva, do you have anything for Adam?
Not really. Just career days coming up, that's a big thing.
Do we need anything for career day or?
We need beginners. I posted it, she's posted it for me, it's gone home, flyer
Did you call
wise.
this Blankenship? He's been asking.
No, you did give me some. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And
Alright.
I know you've already given me a couple names, they've reached out to me already, so it's starting to get rolling, but that's the big thing right now, is just getting the presenters on that.
All right, just so everybody at home heard that, we are hosting Career Day on February 28th, and we are looking for presenters. We'd like to have those presenters by February 7th. Am I writing this correctly? So that we can make the schedule for both elementary and middle school. And we do have a form that's going home with,
It's already gone.
gone home with all the students.
But if they need it, they can email me and I can send it.
And Miss Brown, so eva.brown@keysschools.com. You want to email her, she can send you the form as well. But that just lets us know exactly what areas you'd like to present, what you'd like to present about, and the times that you're available. Okay, anything else for Avid?
Any field trips lately before?
No, before break, we took the 7th and 8th graders to FIU and had it was an amazing time touring FIU. And we're currently working on my media college, so hopefully in the next month and a half we'll be heading up there.
And the FIU field trip, that was in December?
Yep.
And then I know Avid Excel is also getting ready to go to FIU as well. When, and that is this month?
Yeah, I believe so. So,
But I believe that they are touring, rather than the general tour, they're doing a specific tour with the star and the,
yeah, I
Programs?
saw that.
okay.
Right. Anything else for Avid? No. Tiffany?
No, always looking for tutors.
Always looking for tutors. Sporting and school events, we are winding down basketball, girls and boys basketball, and baseball and softball is starting up. As you can see, baseball is out on the diamond. The girls are going to be over at Friendship Park, getting some of their stuff in. And then starting February 3rd, all the practices will be on campus. We will have a opening ceremony of the field on January 30th. We're going to have a buyout soccer game for the middle school kids. So, and probably some of the fifth graders. Are the fifth graders coming?
Fifth graders are also invited.
Fifth graders are also invited. And so we'll get a good workout of see how the new soccer goals work and how seating's going to work. So we'll see how that goes. But we're pretty excited about that. We think we may have a leak, but we're not 100% sure. A leak over here in the corner, but there's 4 zones of sprinklers all going into one. So I walked on it the other day and I was sinking in. But they said they were adjusting it and then they were cutting the lawn today and there's like a couple of divots out. So the grass is still fresh. It's over by home, by the third base dugout. You can see some of the rivets and the grooves from the special lawnmower that they have. So we're working on that. So we want to give it till February 3rd before all the kids can really go out on it. And I came up here this weekend and I was super proud of all the kids. I know that there's nothing stopping anybody from going out on the field. And when we had Little League baseball or Little League basketball, none of the kids were out on the field. Like they know, so they know that the field is not a wait. So it was nice to see.
Baseball tryouts, Anna left,
Yeah, Anna
are
left.
on the 16th and 17th. And they are here after school. And they're on, you said the clay. And then girls softball tryouts are at Friendship Park. I'm trying to look for those dates really quickly too.
22nd.
Oh, one of these.
We're trying to get everything done before Little League. So if the students can't make the team at the Largo school, they're able to make the Little League.
January 17th
So.
are
same.
softball tryouts. So just making sure you have those dates, and then also our, can I throw in drama in there too, or is that later?
Yeah, nope, go ahead.
Okay, and then also, let me just give
Part of
you,
school events. So
Yeah.
for those of you know, tryouts and workshops have started for a drama club for grades 3 through 8, and we are doing Moana. Or the kids are doing Moana. I don't know.
and then auditions. Auditions for that show are on the 16th and the 17th. So we have a lot going on those days. We've got baseball tryouts, softball tryouts, drama auditions. If a kid does miss something for another event, they just have to let us know, so we can try to get them involved in as many things as possible. The kids only have to attend one audition date.
Yep, there are extra workshops and auditions for the kids that are out with the flu.
Yes.
I already talked to Ms. Z about all of that, and she is going to work through it. Make sure everybody gets the opportunity. Yep, absolutely. As soon as Saida, as soon as you left, I went and talked to her. So we got it.
Yeah, so if a student is interested and they can't be here, let them in, let them a part of it.
Steam night? Oh, that's part of Abbott. Steam night is tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Yep, steam night is tomorrow night.
We'll announce the winners for our team.
Yep. And we had judging today.
We had judging today, went really well.
Yeah.
So winners will be announced.
Someone's
tomorrow night.
daughter was a little nervous.
Yeah, she told me.
Yeah, the PTA is providing dinner beforehand, so
Yep.
giving there's hot dogs on the grill.
And to get dinner, they show up at 5:30.
5:30 to 6 is dinner, then 6.
5:30 to 6 p.m. dinner, and then judging announcements,
Yeah.
like winners announced.
Winner nights.
Safety and security, there's nothing to add on that. We're still doing all the open and closed gates for all the sporting events. Yeah, oh, and yeah, the new parent pickup, excellent. And I hate to say it in front of the camera, so it's recorded and anything, it may have helped the traffic going out in the road.
How is that?
There's not 100 cars going all at once.
No, people just need to learn how to vote.
Well, that's
20 miles an hour is not that fast. No, it's not, because I push people very
it.
much.
Well, and they also need to learn to use the merge lane.
Oh, and that too, like, let's not just.
We do have a meeting next week, don't we? Howard? Don't we? With, FDOT? Yeah, they wanna, we did ask them for extra study on, I don't believe the X is gonna work. And I really still don't think the X is working very well, because when I stand out there, they don't use the merge lane.
know what to do with that.
Yeah, because it's just an X. Yeah. No, very rarely do I see someone stop to not block the intersection. But anyway,
One thing that we wanted to sort of mention as well is that for education between the residents of this physical process, the little ones take a little bit to get their seatbelts bundled by info. So we're choosing a little portion where we have to kind of drive into the fire lane, so to speak, the little
Yeah.
part on the curb, take a minute, bust the children,
And we also moved some of the students who needed to take time to get buckled in, because we had some students who still are in car seats. We moved them into the back. So they have their own little like private area, so they don't have to rush in. Yeah, I mean, it literally is 100% different from better. Yeah, now, like, you don't get that anxious feeling of like seeing all the kids out there close to the side of the road. Like, it's really nice. They did a good job.
How the gate's going to work with baseball, softball, and soccer?
Ian and I still are working about that. I think what we're gonna do is just leave that gate open over there and then put the gate to, collect money over here at the corner. So they'll just have to walk around. So we'll just have that one gate open. And then I think the players, like we'll tell the teams to go behind the cafeteria. Like all the parents can go over there and the teams can go over there and unload and come this way, so they don't have to trek everything around, but visitors can go the other way. I think that would be, I mean, it's gonna be easier that way.
I think if somebody had to stand over there, go to the gate.
I mean, usually Tiffany, Hannah, or I are gonna be there, so that's, like, the last basketball game, I stood out there and watched the gate, so, I'm sitting there like this, watching the basketball game.
She a gatekeeper, should.
Should, I know, but at least this time it's outside and we can see it. There's no media, we haven't, purchased any books this year, for the media center. I'm gonna go over the school improvement plan and test scores, because it's quite lengthy. You should have an extra sheet for that. I do want to go to the open and controlled enrollment. Again, this is something that I talked about at the beginning of the year. All intent to remain forms are actually going to be sent out very shortly to all the families that reside in Miami-Dade. And they will have to fill it out. And then we will let the parents know that they are welcome back in July. So we do have the option for that. Key Largo School has actually seen some fluctuation. We were down to 689 students right before winter break. And as of today, we are 696. So we are 4 students away from being at 700, was where I wanted it. That's what we were projected for, and that's good. Kindergarten is still the largest class of being 16 kids over. And first grade is still the lowest at 4 under. But we did have a big uptake in third grade. There are 8 students over, and before they were only like 3. So we have some new third graders that have come into the school. We do notice that we've had a couple of out-of-state people move in, but some students from the other schools down south have moved into our school. So that is good to see. I like to see the enrollment coming in. That means we have a lot of good stuff going on for our students. So I want to talk about the test scores. Did everybody receive one of these? It's up there at the front. I talked about it with my school leadership team. So what you will see, there's many columns and rows. It goes by kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, all the way down to 8th grade. And then you'll see the KLS proficiency score, the district proficiency score, and the state proficiency score. So with ELA, the only one that's really confusing is first grade, because I put a couple of numbers there. So KLS says 25 plus 65%. So we only have a few kids taking star reading, and that would be the 25%. And then the 65% is the ones that are early reading. So it is about 60% of our, or 30-something% of our students, 35, 44, it was 44% it worked out to be. It turned out to be 44% of our first graders, so it's really convoluted. But then you can go through second, third, and you can see where we're at. Our highest scores are third grade, fourth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade, we're all in the 40s and 50s proficient. And that's a good thing. I'm very proud of that. Last year, we were not this proficient, and towards the end of the year, we did really well. So one of the lower ones, like you can see, Key Largo School for fifth grade is at 39% proficient, but we're still better than the district. They're at 36, but the state is at 43. So as long as we're within that 3 to 4%, we're keeping up with the state. Yeah, our growth trend is good. Like seventh grade, you can see our Key Largo school is at 65% proficient. The district is at 50 and the state is at 47. So our seventh grade is one of our strongest grades. So we're really proud of them. But you can see we're pretty much above or right there with all the other, the district and with the state. Now, the next column you'll see, it says 1 to 8 away. So what we've been talking with the kids is we've been talking about their buckets and like how many scale score points. So, and this is what the teachers are going to hear me talking about the faculty meeting next week is, so let's go back to seventh grade. They have 16 in the column that is 1 to 8 away. That means there are 16 kids that are 1 to 8 questions away from being proficient. So if those 16 kids become proficient, we potentially could be at 82% proficient. And we potentially could be at 86% learning gains, which is a big deal. That means 86 of our kids are making growth. And that doesn't mean they have to be proficient. That means they could still be at level 1 and 2 and still make growth. So the teachers are working their tails off and working hard. I mean, so this is that spreadsheet and I'm going to share with them. But with these numbers, and I know like for the potential, will seventh grade really be 82% proficient? That's if everybody knocks it out of the park. So we're going to be between 75 and 82%. Like we're not going to get much lower than that. I mean, at the rate that these teachers are going. And then you can see the column after that is double-digit growth. And we had 29% make double-digit growth in seventh grade. And yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of that percent and put the number of kids because it's not a great number. Like 29%, I think it's actually like 15 kids that make double-digit growth. But we had 40 kids make growth. You know, single digits, you know, from 1 point to 9 points. But like, that's a lot of growth. Right. Yeah. So by looking at all the things that I'm predicting, we're on the cusp of being an A school. You know, we are like right there. Like I have a little bit of a cold, like I keep saying I can smell and taste. I can't now, but I mean it's there. I mean it's literally there. And I want to speak to the low scores that you see in math. So with reading, those are skills that you're taught over and over and over. So you can pick up some of your reading skills as you go along. So you do have some kids in third grade that are already at level 4 and 5. It's because they can read. But some of these math skills are skills they haven't been taught. So when they get to like a third grader and you get to like an algebraic expression, you know, those third graders are going to look at it. That's because that's the highest, you know, they're going to go. So they really push it to the limit. So that's why you see some of these test scores like really low. They haven't. mean, and so you see our potential, like we're in the 50s and 60s and 70s again. I mean, and we haven't seen those scores in a little bit, so we're excited.
Is this from PM2?
Just from PM2. I mean, we're so far more than what we did last year. Like I'm super excited. Wait till the teachers, wait till you see, like I have a school forecaster, and wait till you see like when I start plugging in numbers. You're gonna be like, whoa, and then the problem's gonna be, we're gonna be an A and then we've got a hope. You gotta stay there. So, but the teachers have been given spreadsheets by me with every kid, so we know where your child is at. We know what points they're supposed to get, how many points away. The teachers are aware, the parents should be aware, because we told the teachers they should be having data chats, and the kids should be aware. So, does anybody have any questions on the data? I know we've been doing all these other extracurricular stuff, the stuff that really counts, the teachers are really knocking it out of the park. So, I'm very proud of our teachers. They've done a fantastic job. All right. And the principal report, I just want to report that I'm super excited about the test scores. So, and they've been doing good. So I'm excited over that. Tiffany, Hannah, do you have anything for a teacher report?
We're just, back from winter break and, full-fledged back. I mean, every classroom is there's no downtime. We're back at it, and the kids are excited. And something that we talked about at our leadership meeting is the kids being really pumped and motivated to look at their scores and talk about whether they're growing and moving in the right direction, or if they didn't meet their mark, like talking, oh man, I was, right there, I was this close, and like having those discussions and coming up and telling their teachers and just having those conversations about it. They're excited to see their growth, and they're motivated right now. As a whole, I've never seen middle schoolers so quickly pull out their Chromebook in the middle of lunchtime. They're not even supposed to have their Chromebooks at lunchtime, but the minute they test, they want to come in and see their score, and they're very into it. They're very excited about it. And I think we're finally making connections between like their test score and what's happening in class, and that they're starting to understand that there is a connection there. It's not just this random test that they get information on later. So I think it's helping to motivate. We've had over 24 students that have moved past where they don't need the intensive reading at this point. Their grades are up, their scores are up, they're moving. So that's just in one, intensive reading group that we're looking at. And we've had kids, making growth across the school. It's really exciting.
Great for the board. Definitely teachers have gone back to the drawing board at the beginning of the school year for this year. And really looked at students, their performance. They've had conversations with us and reached out for more support in the areas that we needed. And we're really trying to push everything that we have to make sure this is how the students in this life. That's what we have going on for K through.
I think Ms. Marcia is huge.
Yes.
I really think she motivated.
Say that again?
Ms. Marcia,
Oh,
she was a great addition. She
Yeah.
helped my kids test out with intensive, and before that, it wasn't that question that she provided. She's
And
wonderful.
she's
She is fantastic.
yeah.
She
I'm
really
so glad
motivates
she's
us
here.
to want to get out of there. Not with
Yeah.
her being there, just like to be better.
And I mean, and you can thank Tiffany and Hannah and Lisette, our reading coach, and all the other teachers for coming up with a plan on what's going to be best for the kids. I mean, I cannot say that, it's what we've done for these kids. They have such ownership in what they can do, and it's just like they have that motivation. Like they're not just excited about, they're excited about everything. Like, I mean, kids were tracking me down today to sign their paper for their fair, their STEM fair, and they couldn't wait to tell me what they were doing. And like, I'm just glad they didn't experiment on me, but they were excited. I mean,
This year?
huh?
Any crickets this year?
Not yet.
I have not even hit cricket cookies yet. I'm surprised. It's like something, But I mean, all the kids, from the little ones all the way up to the big ones, they're more excited about what's going on. And I think that reflects in everything that they're doing with their grade wise.
Well, the judges today before they left actually said, because a lot of these judges have been coming for 3-4 years or more, and they said this was the best one yet. They've seen
Yeah.
huge improvements with
Yeah.
all the kids,
Well, we're
all
not
across
going,
the board, so.
we're not going through the motion of, okay, it's done fair. Okay, it's this, like, we're really putting our energies into it. And it's not me and it's not Tiffany or Hannah, it's the teachers. You know, it's the teachers that are super dedicated, and I mean, what they do for these kids is just outstanding. So, again, as a principal, I couldn't be more proud of what they do. All right, that's all I have. Do we have any new business for me? Anybody have any questions? No? All right, I'm done. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
And our SAC.
We have a voice here, just in case.